Ms. Joyce, since we're recording to the public, as Texas courts are open to the public, don't give out any private information like phone numbers or street addresses, okay? All right, we're resuming our hearing on on Baylor County cause number 11708 in the interest of Corbin Cash Joyce. Ms. Murphy, Jennifer Murphy is here by audio and video, and I had just asked her, Ms. Murphy, are you ready to proceed? And what's your answer, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right. Also present by audio and video is Jessica Joyce. Are you ready to proceed, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
The court's file reflects that William Joyce was served with notice of these proceedings back on August 2nd of 2021. However, this case was set for 9:30, and it's now approximately 9:55, and Mr. Joyce has not made an appearance. All right. Ms. Ware, you may call your first witness.
The state calls Jennifer Lynn Murphy.
Ms. Murphy, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, go ahead, Ms. Ware. Ms. Joyce, we're going to take turns. This is Ms. Murphy's turn, and you'll get a turn in just a minute, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, Ms. Ware.
Ms. Murphy, would you please state your name for the record?
My name is Jennifer Lynn Murphy.
Okay, and are you the aunt of Corbin Cash Joyce?
Yes, ma'am.
How old is he?
He is 6 years old.
And he currently resides with you, is that correct?
That is correct.
And was he placed with you by CPS?
No.
Okay, how did he come to live with you?
CPS got involved with his father, and his father wouldn't answer the door. And CPS said, if you can come get the kids, please come do so. So I showed up at my brother's house, and my brother handed over Corbin and Corbin's little brother. And that is how I came into possession of Corbin Cash Joyce.
Okay, and how long has he lived with you?
Approximately 3 years.
Okay, and how is he insured for medical insurance?
Medicaid currently.
Okay, during that period of time he's been living with you, has the father visited him?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of visitation is the father doing?
He has supervised visitations.
Okay, who's doing the supervising?
Our mother's doing the supervised visitation, Stacy Adams. She supervises for us.
Okay, and how often does the father visit?
Approximately once a month.
Okay, do you know how long? And he goes to your mother's, is that correct?
Yes, he goes to my mother's house, which is here in the same town.
Okay, and do you know how long he stays over there?
Approximately 12 hours. It varies.
Okay.
Does Corbin stay the whole time?
Yes, usually I let Corbin stay the night with my mom after visitation, because visitation with his dad is kind of emotional for him. And he has ADHD and a few other issues. So we allow him to stay over there because coming home to the other 4 children is a little overwhelming for him. And so it helps him be able to calm back down and,
And how old is Corbin right now?
He's 6. He turned 7 in October.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Ware.
Sorry, has that been working out well?
Yeah, it's been working out really good.
Okay, regarding visitation with the father, are you requesting at the court order that the father have visitation supervised by you or somebody you designate, which is obviously your mother, as mutually agreed upon between the dad and yourself?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and that's what's been happening the past 3 years, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as to the mother, has the mother seen Corbin since the child's been with you?
Unfortunately, the mother lives in East Texas, so her main communication with Corbin currently is video calls when the dad is around.
Okay, so they have a video chat, all three of them probably.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. Has she ever physically visited him since the child's lived with you?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. Is that due a large part to maybe the distance?
Yes, that's definitely because of the distance.
Okay.
It's
How
really
far
hard
away-
for both of us to make
Okay.
that work.
How far away does the mom live? Don't say a town, do you know, like maybe how many?
No. 4 hours or
4 hours,
4 to
right?
6 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Are you requesting that the court order that visitation with the mother is as mutually agreed upon between you and the mother? But if it's going to be in person, that it be supervised by you or somebody you designate?
Yes.
Okay. If the court ordered a specific day and time for both of the parents to visit in person, what day of the week would work out best, seeing as how your mother is doing the supervising?
The weekend, because Corbin does go to school.
Okay, would either Saturday or Sunday be better?
Either one that works for the parents.
Okay, is there a good time period, like 1 to 4 or, 10 to
Yeah.
5?
Saturday in the afternoon, probably like 1 to 4, 1 to 6.
Okay, okay. Did you have any family violence issues regarding the mother or the father?
Not with Jessica. Nick does have a tendency when he does get back on drugs to be kind of violent and threatening to everyone. Yes.
Okay, Nick's the dad, right? William Nicholas?
Yes, William Nicholas Joyce. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And has he ever threatened you or the child?
Not the child. In the distant past, he has threatened me before. Yes.
Okay, what did he do?
He threatened to come and take Corbin, kick down my door, beat me up, and take Corbin because I don't have custody.
Okay. And because of that, are you requesting that the court grant a non-disclosure finding of your address, phone number, and other personal information, so that's kept out of the court order?
Yes.
Okay. You believe that inclusion of this information in the court order would either put you or the child in possible danger from Mr. Joyce?
Yes.
Okay. And you are requesting that since the child's lived with you for the past 3 years, that you be appointed the conservator with the right to determine the child's primary residence, and that you, mom, and dad be appointed joint managing conservators, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell the court regarding any of these issues I haven't asked you about?
No, ma'am.
The state passes the witness.
All right. Ms. Joyce, do you have any questions you want to ask Ms. Murphy? If you do, they just need to be in the form of a question right now.
I was gonna ask her by any chance, if we could get visits more often and maybe unsupervised, since I do live so far away, maybe like for the weekend sometimes whenever it gets to that time when she feels comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Ms. Murphy.
Yes, ma'am. We can definitely work towards that.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Ms. Ware, you may call your next witness.
Well, Your Honor, I do have a quick follow-up based on.
All right.
Answer. Ms. Murphy, how many supervised visits do you think it would be appropriate for Jessica to have until Corbin would feel comfortable going with her for the weekend?
I'm not sure because he talks about her a lot as if he's comfortable with her. He talks about her, being his mother and, how much he loves her. So I really don't think it would be many visits, maybe 3 or 4.
Okay. All right. The state passes the witness.
All right. Go ahead and call your next witness, please.
Your Honor, the state calls Jessica Joyce.
All right, Ms. Joyce, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Ware, go ahead.
Ma'am, would you please state your name for the record?
Jessica Lynn Joyce.
Okay, you are the mother of Corbin Cash Joyce, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and he's been living with his aunt Jennifer for approximately 3 years, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you've heard Jennifer testify that you live quite a ways from her, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, without stating the city or anything, how many hours do you think you live away?
Like she said, between 4 and 6, maybe 5 even.
Okay,
Pretty far.
okay. And are you currently employed?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Were you previously employed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where were you working?
My last job was at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Okay. Do you remember how much an hour you made there?
$9.
Okay. And why don't you have that job anymore?
Well, I got into school and I was just preparing for school and I also have a child at home that I take care of. So.
Okay. Where are you going to school?
Kilgore College, Longview.
Okay. And do you go in person or virtually, or what are you doing?
No, it's in person. I'm actually here now. I'm just outside doing my
Okay. And do you go there every day?
Yes, well, Monday through Thursday.
Okay. And from when to when?
It's 8:30 to 4.
Okay.
I get 30 minutes for lunch.
Okay. And what kind of program are you in? What do you say?
Cosmetology.
Sorry, what?
Cosmetology.
Okay.
Cosmetology.
Okay. When will you be finished with that program?
They said somewhere in December. I'll go and take my state board test in January.
Okay, of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you would be able to get a job around your school schedule, correct?
Yes, ma'am. As soon as I get my car fixed, I plan on putting it in a shop at the end of February. And as soon as I get it fixed, I will have transportation to get back. I'm currently getting transportation for my little sister, so it's kind of rough right now.
You're not disabled in any way or anything like that, and you're able to work, correct?
Yes, I'm able to work. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And
You had one other child at home, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. He lives in the
That's
same house. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, right. That's your child, not someone you're babysitting.
Right. It's my child.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Ware.
And what kind of visitation are you requesting that the court grant you with Corbin? Are you requesting?
I was just hoping to have eventually, was hoping she would agree to it, and she did. Just being able to work my way up to being able to get him on the weekends, every other weekend or something.
Okay.
I really miss him, and I want to get our bond to grow.
Okay, but you don't have any objection to initially having some kind of supervised visit since you haven't seen him in person for a while?
Right, I do not. I understand that. And I think it's a good idea.
Okay. And if the court grants you possession over the weekends, you're requesting maybe 2 weekends a month from Friday at 6 to Sunday at 6, or what are you requesting?
That would be great.
Okay. Is
Or
there any,
yeah, Friday at 6, I could be there when he got out of school and then bring him back on Sunday. Yes, ma'am.
okay. And is there anybody living in your home other than you and the other child?
Yes, I currently live with my kid's father and his mom and his sister. That's it.
Okay. And would Corbin, I mean, is there enough room there for Corbin to be able to stay overnight?
Oh yeah, yes, there is plenty of room for him to be able to stay.
Okay. And has he met any of these people before?
He's met them one time.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
His dad brought him to see me. It's been a while back, but and he met him then.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm willing to introduce them and let her meet them as well, you know, and everything.
Right. Okay. And you heard Jennifer testify that when the dad visits Corbin, that you usually join by video chat. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so does the dad call you, or how do you know to join and what time to join?
Yes, he usually messages me and lets me know that he's with Corbin, and then we'd video chat.
Okay. And that's been working out fine too.
It's working out fine. I would like to do it more often, but I know that everyone's having, you know, life's hard right now for everybody and it's hectic. So
Okay. Is there anything do you have any family violence issues with Mr. Joyce or anything like that?
like she said, I agree with her. Like if he starts using again, he becomes that way. Maybe whenever he doesn't have it, but I don't know, but as far as I know, when he's sober, he's all right.
Okay.
But it's been years since we've been any kind of, you know,
Right.
anything. So,
Okay.
but I know I have seen him be that way before. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Should the court, because of this, not place your address or phone number or other personal information into the court order because Mr. Joyce will get a copy of that information?
I mean, we could just keep it like not putting it in there. That would be fine.
Not put it in there? Okay.
Or not put it in there.
Obviously, he knows how to contact you, but you
Right.
want to know where you live.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything else regarding any of these issues you want to tell the court I haven't asked you about?
I was gonna see, like, I know you had told me that the child support payments is probably at the minimum, in which I don't mind. I just and I don't have a job right now. And like I told you, I plan on getting my car fixed, and I just don't want to stack up child support. Like, if y'all could just give them the exception of me not having a car, but I plan on getting it fixed. So,
okay, so you don't necessarily have an objection to the amount. I've said it was just the start date, maybe.
The start date, yes, ma'am, and maybe if I'm able to, which I mean, I know that she needs the money to take care of him, and I don't, deny that. It's just that I want to be able to pay, and not go against me not being able to pay it.
I understand. So we had discussed, based on the minimum wage presumption, $195 a month child support and $25 a month medical support, taking into account you've got one other child at home. If you don't think you'll be able to afford that, what do you think you would be able to afford?
Well, I was thinking maybe until I get a job too, maybe like 125, 150, and then 25 for the medical.
Okay. But you plan on looking for a job once your car is fixed, right?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell the court?
No, ma'am.
Okay. The state passes the witness.
All right. Miss Murphy, do you have any questions you want to ask Miss Joyce? If you do, they just need to be in the form of a question.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. Ms. Murphy, let me ask you, you're still under oath. Do you know anything about the income of Mr. Joyce?
I was actually about to say something regarding that, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm sorry, we did do an investigative report regarding Mr. Joyce, which indicates he makes a monthly gross income of $2,253.34, and I request that be marked as State's Exhibit 1 and entered into evidence.
Admitted as states one.
The state has nothing further, Your Honor. The state rests subject to closing argument.
Does Mr. Joyce have any other children?
He does. He has 3 other children and a total, and 2 other medical support obligations totaling $125. And I've taken that into account when I figured out the child support I'm proposing.
All right. All right. Let's have closing then. Ms. What is the state requesting?
Your Honor, the state requests that the aunt, mother, and father be appointed joint managing conservators of Corbin Joyce, and that Jennifer Murphy, the aunt, be designated as the person with the exclusive right to determine the child's primary residence at this time. That the court make appropriate visitation orders for the mother and the father based on the evidence presented. That the court grant a non-disclosure finding in the order of Ms. Murphy's personal information and Jessica Joyce's personal information based on those parties' testimonies about issues with Mr. Joyce. Based on State's Exhibit 1, the state requests that the court order the father, William Joyce, to pay child support of $284 a month and medical support of $35 a month to begin the 1st of March of 2022. And that is based on, and the fact that Mr. Joyce has 3 other child support obligations and 2 other medical support obligations was taken into account when I calculated that amount.
What was your child support number?
284.
That's what I thought. Okay, good. I got that.
And then as to the mother, the state requests that the court order her to pay child support based on the minimum wage presumption, taking into account that she has 1 other child at home, which would be $195 a month. But because of the car issue, the state would request, if Ms. Murphy doesn't have any objection, that start May 1st of 2022, and $25 a month medical support also to start in May of 2022. The state requests no court costs or attorney's fees. The state also requests that that Ms. Murphy continue to enroll the child in the government health plan.
All right. Well, based on the testimony then and the evidence before me, though, ruling is as follows. I'm appointing these 3 parties, Ms. Murphy, Ms. Joyce, and Mr. Joyce, as joint managing conservators, with Ms. Murphy to determine the residence of Corbin. All right. So that should be, when you get a copy of the order, Ms. Murphy, you might want to share it with the school so that
Okay.
you have the legal right to determine Corbin's residence. As to the father's visitation, now, first of all, it's going to say visitation, you can do anything the 3 of you agree to, absolutely anything. That's just fine. But if you disagree, I'm ordering that the father have visitation from 10 to 6 on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Saturdays of the month, supervised by Stacy Adams or another adult that Ms. Murphy selects, to occur in that person's home. As to the mother, I'm officially ordering visitation from 10 to 6 on the 2nd and 4th Saturdays of each month. And that will start now. I'm also ordering telephone or video chat access for Ms. Joyce on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and for Mr. Joyce on Tuesday and Thursday from sometime between the hours of 7 and 8 p.m. And Ms. Murphy determines who the adult supervising is and where the location of visitation occurs. Any questions, Ms. Ware? What I want this order to say?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I am granting the request for non-disclosure of both the address of Ms. Murphy and Ms. Joyce, address and phone numbers. I do want you all to include a phone number that's a good contact number. It does not have to be yours. It can be someone that you can contact if there's an emergency involving Corbin, where you will be sure to absolutely get the message through to the parties in interest here. All right, as to child support, I'm ordering William Joyce to pay child support of $284 starting March 1st of 2022 and continuing thereafter. I'm ordering him also to pay $35 per month reimbursement for the Medicaid. As to Ms. Joyce, I'm ordering child support of $100 per month, also starting March 1st of 2022. And she's ordered to pay $25 per month for the health insurance. Now, if there are any medical bills for Corbin that are not covered by the Medicaid, and Ms. Murphy's ordered to continue him on Medicaid as long as possible, or as long as he's eligible. If are there any medical bills right now, Ms. Murphy, that Medicaid doesn't cover?
No, ma'am.
Good, excellent, in fact. But if there should be some, each parent will pay half. Mr. Joyce and Ms. Joyce would each pay half. All right. I'm assessing court costs against Mr. Joyce due February 1st of 2023. Is there any relief I have not addressed?
I'm assuming the court is, I don't know if you said this, Your Honor, but I'm assuming the court is ordering Ms. Murphy to re-enroll the child in a government plan.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
When does that have to be in writing that I can eventually get weekends unsupervised, or does she just determine when that starts?
She can determine when that starts right now, according to my order. But if you decide you need a court order to do that, then you would need to come back to court. Just like once you're employed, they may come back to court to get an increase in the child support.
Okay, so we just need, once she feels comfortable, then we just, there's no way you can do it today so that we don't have to come back to court for that?
I'm not doing it today.
That's fine. Okay, so just whenever she feels comfortable, she can set another court date?
Yes, this order says you can do anything you want as long as you're in agreement with.
Okay, all right, thank you so much.
All right, is there anything else, Ms. Ware?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Ms. Ware is going to prepare for that order for my signature, and I'm going to sign off on it. There's a 3-day, it's actually 3 business days starting today, that during which you can request a new hearing. If anybody does that, you get a new hearing in front of the district judge, and she would start over and make her own decision. But if nobody does that, this order starts to become final, and you should get a copy of it within about 2 weeks. If you don't, call the Wichita Falls Attorney General's office and remind them to send you one. Okay?
Can I receive mine by email since I live
Yes.
so far?
That's how
We're gonna send it,
Okay, all right.
which
Yeah.
we do, because that's how we sent you the Zoom invitation.
Yes, ma'am. I was just, well, no,
And
I
you
never
got
got
it.
the
Good.
I never got the Zoom video thing. I had to call the child support office and message them
It
through
might
the